Hi, everybody, and welcome to Collegiate Sports Connect. I am your host for today, Matt Brown. I write the Extra Points newsletter. I'm part of the greater D1 Ticker cinematic universe, and I helped create Athletic Director Simulator 3000, which is a computer game that we built to primarily be a part of D1 Classroom, but also for just any other degenerate fan out there that wants to get a tiny sliver of a taste of what it's like to actually run a Division I athletic department. And we've had a lot of fun playing this game the past couple of months. We've had a lot of students and faculty members and reporters play the game. But one group person we haven't had play the game with us is an actual honest-to-God Division I athletic director. So today I'm joined by Craig Pintens of LMU. Thank you so much for taking some time here to play a little game with us.
Well, thank you, Matt. I don't know if I should be happy about this, excited about it, nervous about it, scared. I'm not sure. I have the full gamut of emotions right now.
Sure.
But I will say this: I am excited to see how I fare, and I'm aiming for that high score. I don't know how to get it, but I'm going to try.
It's interesting. I don't know if this was the actual person or not because it wasn't tied to a university email address. But recently there was an FCS AD in like the top 10 score.
Okay. All right.
So it was somebody pretending to be that person. So,
I do. Just for the record, I do like to play a lot of simulations. In fact, there is an amazing website called whatifsports.com.
Oh, excellent.
And I've actually still play What If Sports, and it's kind of simulations there. But that's not my real job. So I could actually be really bad at my job. We'll find out.
We will, and hopefully nobody makes Sports Blogger Simulator 3000, or I will be very embarrassed on camera. We'll fire this up here in another window, and we'll take you here to the beginning page. This is what it explains the rules. You start out in this simulator as the AD of a low major, a less resourced institution. Depending on how things go, you might be promoted to a more resourced institution. So we'll fire this up.
The music is amazing, by the way.
You can hear. I have it turned off here on my screen.
What is that stadium we're looking at? Is that which stadium is that for us? Is that
that stadium is unlicensed stadium 1.0 that we have right there. Okay. Because we might already be in trouble in the licensing department. Let's start here with the first important question that we have.
Okay.
Pick your profile.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with. Oh boy, you know what? I want to go with former coach because I want to do well in the director stuff. So let's be a former coach here. And I've always wanted to be. I think everybody wants to be a coach at times, not all the time, but let's go with that.
Let's go with that. This will give you some buffs in for the success for the Director's Cup. So the game will give us a couple of randomized scenarios. Here's our first one. You see that we have in case you can't read this well if you're at home, your football coach who once played at Notre Dame is asking to tweak his contract and add a clause that would end the buyouts in the unlikely event Notre Dame wants to hire him. What should we do?
All right. Well, you know what? I'm a pretty quick reader. I did look at this, and you know what? Number 4 is out because we're going to win. We're going to win big. So there's a good chance Notre Dame's going to hire him. So let's eliminate that one.
Sure.
I think we're going to go with number 2 because, look, yeah, you want to go to Notre Dame. That's okay. But because look, at the end of the day, he's gonna leave. But let's increase the buyout if he goes somewhere else. Let's go with number 2.
All right, that seems very reasonable. Let's roll the dice. Let's see what the simulator says. Oh, this is unfortunate.
Okay, well, too bad.
Yeah, that's why.
I hope he still wins, and that's okay. Actually, you know what? Now Notre Dame's going to pay us when they hire him, so I'm okay with that. It actually worked.
All right, yeah, that's not the worst thing in the world there to lose a couple of percentage points.
Dreaded concessions. Here we go.
Yeah, this is something that has come close to happening, I think, in recent.
Oh yeah, no, this is a real scenario. This could actually, especially the last couple of years, given the fact that with COVID and concessionaires not having as many employees right now. Ooh.
Yeah, labor shortages for event management, an issue all over Division I athletics.
Oh, well, you know what? With this one, we're actually going to go with the I'm definitely not doing number 2, although I can man a grill. I worked summer in minor league baseball, and I could flip 80 burgers at a time. I'm retired from that game, so we're gonna go with number 4. Number 4, actually, a lot of actual real concessionaires. I was just at an LSU game, and they utilize this method. When I worked at Oregon, they utilize it. We're gonna go with number 4.
Okay. We're gonna see if some charities want to help out here.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling good about this. Oh yeah.
Oh,
See?
All
right,
See?
Let's go.
Hey, we've found a couple of extra nickels and dimes in the couch cushions.
I got back. I lost 5% support. I'm back to 4, so I'm only -1. We're looking good. All right.
Yeah, and a little bit in the black here on the budget side, which will be important if you need to hire that football coach again.
We gotta get that Directors Cup ranking up. The 140.
Yeah, well, this question might make that a bit harder here. Your lawyers are telling you it might be time to drop a men's sport.
Oh boy. Well, I don't want to cut scholarships across all men's sports because I think that's just it's a bad strategy, and that's going to hurt us from a Directors Cup standpoint. Adding women's sports are pretty expensive. Dropping baseball would be pretty tough because it's a little more popular, more teams play. Likely that if you're dropping it, you're going to be in a tough situation. Wrestling is not as popular from a conference standpoint, sports sponsorship standpoint, a conference. Unfortunately, we're going to have. This is a terrible question, terrible answer. None of the answers are great selections, but that's the life of an AD. We'll go drop wrestling.
Yeah, we were trying to think of realistic questions where none of the answers are terribly good because
this is like real life. This is real life. Like all the answers are terrible. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that happens.
That can happen. This, I think, would be an example where it might be more beneficial to know where your school is.
Oh yeah, no. Well, and does your conference have wrestling? Does what is the actual scenario?
So now we have a.
Oh boy, I worked at Oregon for a while, so I'm familiar with uniform people complaining or being happy about the uniform.
No, that's people complaining about Oregon. Look, if you don't like the Oregon uniform, just wait a week and they'll give you.
Right. No, that was usually my answer. Typically, but all right, let's see here.
Yeah. So what happens if you get an ugly one?
You know what? Let's actually let's go wild card. We're going to go complete wild card on this one.
Sure.
Let's go with number 3 and see what happens. We're going to ask our athletes and operations staffers if they'd like to propose a new design. They have some ownership, and when they realize it's kind of hard to design a uniform, maybe they'll come around on this.
We're all about trying to bring athletes into the process here, right? And look at this.
Oh yeah, you can always count on defensive linemen. They are true wild cards.
It's in my experience as a reporter, linemen and kickers are always the most interesting people and have the most eclectic interests of anybody within a football locker room.
Defensive linemen are a little wild. Offensive linemen are really, really super smart, typically.
Yeah, this is true. But there you go.
Well, we lost a little bit of budget money, which is okay. But look at the support and the ranking, Matt.
You can't listen. You know how hard it is to get earned media. If you are not a gigantic state flagship institution, this is going to be on the front page of Reddit. Defensive lineman designed your football jersey.
This was huge. I mean, we got all the college football people tweeting about it or Xing about it, whatever. That was good. Ooh, this is tough. We got to keep this on the down low, Matt. We can't be really. I don't know if I should be talking about this one even in the game.
I know. If there's one thing I've heard that can really, I understand, could blow up this whole process, it's letting a nosy reporter find out about anything that might be happening.
Well, according to this, we were a state school, so I'm definitely not doing number 2 because I don't want to commit some type of violation here. And I know the Matt Browns of the world would find it anyway, and then they'd be really mad at me for not complying with open record requests. So certainly that's never happened in real life. We've never had to file any kind of complaints or appeals because anybody in, say, Kentucky, for example, wasn't following those rules. Actually, I would amend this answer in real life. I would actually probably just pick up the phone and talk to somebody. I won't actually respond and say, hey, I'm going to call you, because then it becomes discoverable in terms of, well, what did you talk about? But I actually am going to go to number 3. Always got to keep your ears open and let's have a conversation about it.
Sure. Turns out that was a pretty smart idea.
All right. Yep. I'm liking where we're going.
Yeah, not that I would ever want to encourage anybody to help them get around open records laws, but in real life, this is generally what people do.
Well, Matt, I worked at the University of Oregon for a while. I was the chief spokesperson there, and we got open recorded a lot. I'm pretty familiar with open records laws, so I'm glad I got that one right.
No, we got a few more here on this run. Yeah. You remember, you are a low major, low FCS institution here. What should you do for your NIL solution?
All right, let's see here. Well, I'm not doing number 4 because that's doing nothing. Number 2 would be, although my largest booster, she, both of them are awesome. That they don't have enough time to do that. Number 3. Marketplace isn't going to make any money for anybody, really. Let's go with number 1. It's going to cost us some money. It's going to cost us budget, but I guess our support and our Director's Cup is going to go up. That's my guess.
Let's find out. All right.
Budget increased, Dak. How's budget?
Yeah, look at that. Right. The donations paid for itself, I guess, the entire thing.
Feeling good.
Full transparency, like all of these have weighted variables for whether it's successful or not. Okay. This is not the most common response for picking that one, but sometimes you roll the dice and it comes out the way you want it to.
Oh, loan shark. Yep. Worried the public might think about taking his money. You know what, Matt? We're going to be We're going to be risky. I might be risking my whole job on this one. We're going 2. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't care how he made his money. He was a loan shark. I mean,
it's funny.
If you're going to swim in the ocean, you better be comfortable with sharks. Yeah. We're going with 2.
I talked to a lot of ADs before to craft this particular question, and that's what almost everybody told me. They're like, yeah, if I'm at a religious institution, the guy made his money in adult entertainment, maybe that's different. Right. But otherwise, if it's not illegal, I'm not a priest. Who am I to judge? Checks the cash.
Oh boy, they were outraged. Okay. I lost some support. Hey, but how come we didn't get any more money out of this, Matt? He just donated money.
I guess he had to recant. You had to turn down the money at the end. You got canceled.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did get canceled because my support. I might lose my job here. We're at 41. We're at a bad spot.
It is going to be difficult to get promoted to a mid-major here at the end of this run, but it's not going to be impossible depending on how the last couple of questions go.
There's a lot of pressure. I like it. Pressure's a privilege. You're nearing the end of fiscal year. Somehow have another $400,000 that you need to use, or it'll be deducted from next year's budget. Do you? Okay. Invest in new software systems. I like that. Updating basketball locker room is always good. Content creation, maybe not as important. We don't have that much support. I would love to award bonuses to the staff. However, ultimately, we need our teams to win. You know what? I'm going to actually, and number 1 could raise more money. We're going to actually number 2, update facilities. We've proven that. We need NIL, not facilities. So we're going with number 1. We're going to invest in software and hope that actually makes us more money. This is like I feel like I'm at the roulette table, Matt, at this and I'm just putting it all on red, like red 17. Like, let's go, number 1.
Sure, there you go. Well, this is sometimes how you have to play. Everyone else.
Oh, man, I'm getting crushed.
That's just bad luck, because normally investing in technological infrastructure is a pretty safe investment, but looks like not everybody in the operations staff was.
No whammies, Matt. I need no whammies.
I know we need more big bucks. Well, here's the big bucks, right?
Okay, here we go.
Here's a scenario that's definitely has never happened in recent memory.
The video contains explicit language, university logo. Okay. Well, I'm at a 38% support, so there's not much else I can do that would be bad here. So let's figure out what the riskiest play that might actually help us here at this point. Send the players. All right, now we're not doing that. Release a statement. Suspend the players for what? Is there a bug there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. we'll want to make that tweak.
Release a statement explaining that this is a teaching moment for players and they will be handled in turn. You know what, Matt? We need a Hail Mary. We are late in the fourth quarter. Get everybody Hail Mary and an onside kick to salvage this thing. We're going with number 4.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, Matt, this is not going well. Oh,
yeah,
Matt. Did I just get fired? I got fired.
You did. You did get fired. No.
This is an epic fail. Hey, but our Director's Cup, I told you at the beginning, I wanted us to go up in the Director's Cup, and we went up at 5 spots.
And all those things happen, and lest anybody, any LMU faithful here, start screaming. I would say that this playthrough led to some. You got particularly unlucky. There were a couple of times where you did pick what was weighted to be the most successful option, and we built that into the game on purpose because we did want to demonstrate you can have good process and sometimes not have great results.
Well, man, I'm gonna go be a consultant.
That's the sequel. Okay. And then suddenly, once you get fired, you mysteriously quadruple your income.
Yeah, no, I probably wasn't making all that much as a FCSAD. I'll go find something else to do. But
yeah, do you have that was fun. Spin?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, we shouldn't let you out on.
No. Oh, I'm not supposed to be seeing this. Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't supposed to be seeing that.
You weren't supposed to see that. That is something for the development team.
I thought, wow, this is a really good question. Like, I'm not supposed to even see it.
We're gonna leave that in just to let everybody know that I'm a better reporter than I am a Java developer, and I'm not. But so sometimes bugs happen. But we'll fire this up again. Do you want to be a coach again, or do you want to try?
No, that didn't work out so well. I mean, it's clear that we don't want to be a coach again. Although maybe I should be a coach to prove I can do it. But You know what? We're gonna go with. I want to be the beloved alum. My support ranking went down so much last time. I can't. I mean, I'm too sensitive.
Well, now you're already starting at 60%.
Oh, but we're 150 in the Director's Cup. Okay,
pretty solid. Yeah, you can get up there.
Where's NIL? Give me NIL.
Okay, we're gonna.
Yeah, I didn't even have to look at the. I wanted NIL right away.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
That works. 50 grand at that level could be pretty impactful, I think, for FCS football.
Okay, volleyball. We got a good volleyball team.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
boy.
She wants to have a greater volleyball.
This is a real scenario. Not specifically volleyball at any institution I'm working at. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Completely happens all the time. And rightfully so, because you have some programs that are really good. They just don't get the attention. All right, so let's see here. Offer to fully fund the scholarship. Oh, wow, we haven't even invested in scholarships. Okay, all right. Brainstorm other ways to support. Well, no, we're not going to do that. Explain that you don't have the resources. Yeah, that's true, but that would be part of the discussion, but that's not going to be our answer.
Yeah.
No, you know what? We're gonna figure out how to get the money, and we're gonna go with number 1.
I'm curious because we have to only have 4 potential options here.
Right.
Is there a realistic option that you think should be in this question? Because I understand that this is a big part of being an AD at a place that doesn't have indefinite money.
Yeah, I would say. Probably a compromise between 1 and probably 3, because 3 you're gonna do regardless, or you would hope your coaches have that, because ultimately, if your football and basketball programs are successful, theoretically that should lead to more money for everybody. And so the biggest fans of those programs hopefully are your other sports, because they have an opportunity to help generate revenue for the entire department. But we're gonna go with 1.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Ooh, we got a big hit on the budget there.
Yeah, big hit on the budget, but it paid off on the court, and it paid off internally, right? And this is something else we're trying to demonstrate. Sometimes you might have to spend in one of these groups to
Spend money to make money.
Yeah, that is allegedly how it works.
Oh, here we go. I got the question.
We got another damn question again. We can try something different.
All right, now let's see here. Refuse wants to take another job. He'll need to pay the contractually agreed upon buyout. Realistically, you're talking to his agent in this scenario, likely. But you know what? We're gonna go. We're gonna play. We're not gonna play hardball, so we're not gonna go one. Okay. Last time I went with
two, which seemed very reasonable, and we just got unlucky.
We can see if we get. I'm going with two again. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I get a different answer.
Okay. All right. Well, look at that. It worked out just fine.
All right.
This coach didn't have a psychopath agent. You don't have Jimmy Sexton.
I hope he gets fired, or I hope somebody else gets fired somewhere else, and we can get the 300,000. I don't want him to doing the game.
So here's the question:
bowling? Yes, let's go. I'm from Wisconsin, Matt.
Yeah,
so I like bowling. Right. I mean, should you spend the money to make a run at a title, Matt?
Championships are forever.
We're going number one.
All right.
We're going to win this thing.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
God, injury.
Imagine.
Next year. There's always next year. We're going to win it next year.
How much money do you think it would take to go all in on
bowling?
On bowling. Probably not a lot more than that.
Well, I think bowling, I don't know how many scholarships you get. I think you get like 4 to 6 probably. So you got to be fully funded. But if we're running a top flight bowling program, Matt, we're getting all the oils, all the balls that we can get. But then we are NILing like crazy. I mean, we're getting on board. Who's the guy that I am him?
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah,
we're gonna get Johnson.
We're hiring him. We're hiring him to coach, and we're gonna win. We're going all in. We are gonna win.
That is, I think you give me an idea for a future newsletter. I got to call up the folks at Vandy or Nebraska and figure out who's dropping bowling bags.
I think my alma mater, Wisconsin Whitewater, actually has bowling.
They might.
It's the all division sport actually.
Yeah.
All right. An angry parent of a baseball player emails you alleging that their son is being benched due to favoritism and the coach is a bully. Okay. Now, at this, similar scenario, this is a pretty real scenario. If somebody is not playing, sometimes you do hear from parents.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. Number 4 is not a possibility, not even an option. Depends on how in this scenario, you'd want to know how well do you know the parent, how well do you know the kid, how well do you know the coach. But typically you don't, as an AD, you don't have time to deal with every sport because there could be complaints. And if you have 20 sports, this could happen in 20 sports. So we're going to go with 2, delegate to the sport administrator, and I hope that they do their job well. Yes, Matt.
Perfect.
Matt.
Everything. Look at your support right now,
Matt.
If you keep this up to the rest of this run, we're looking at potentially a statue.
Matt.
Yeah. And here's an easy one. This isn't something. This is not a decision that can bankrupt the department.
Ooh, beer, coffee, T-shirts. Oh, I know. Now I know who wrote this game. So number 3 is interesting with the arrangement and one of your key sponsors here. I hope there's no influence there.
Oh, I would never dream of letting a corporation potentially influence the editorial integrity of the game.
We're going to go with 3 actually and test that. We're going to go with 3. I love beer. I love coffee. I don't drink coffee, but we're going to go with 3. Oh, let's go Twitter.
Look at this. Look at that. And my understanding is that's not an unrealistic potential sponsorship bump in terms of revenue. If
it's probably
something kind of catches on fire. Although a lot of people are having a lot of success with beer right now.
Ooh, drug test recognitions.
Here's a potential tricky one.
Well, we're not going no. One thing you should never tell a head coach is no. Just in general. You try to talk it through a little bit and it's a maybe, or you could get to know eventually, but we're not going to start there. Number 3 is not, there's no way they're coming there if they have to take a year in residence. Number
Probably
4 is not
not.
real good either. You know, actually, like I would veer somewhere between 2 and 3 probably. But you know what? Matt. I'm going for the high score. We're going 2.
Sure. Not a micromanager. Your coach is old enough to make his own decisions.
Oh boy, here we go. Yep.
That is, I think, that is a thing that could
That
potentially
could happen.
happen. But look, you've bankrolled all the support anyway. You're going to be able, I think, to handle a couple of unlucky.
Well, in that situation, you actually
Yeah.
you would keep, just as a FYI, you would
Yeah.
keep your president informed.
Sure.
If this was a scenario that you were thinking of bringing somebody like that into a program, just so the president was aware on the front end. So if something like that did happen, it's not a surprise. But
Sure.
okay. Challenge defined. Okay, game day revenue. Oh, here we go. Slash concession and parking prices. Hope to make it up in raw ticket sales. No, you want to raise concession and parking prices. But, all right. That's the second option. But
Yeah.
decrease ticket costs. Okay. Increase costs for premium dining, earn more. Increase marketing promotion. No, not number 4. Even though I was a marketing guy growing up, I'm not going 4.
Might be harder to pull off at this level.
You know what? We're gonna tax the rich here. We're going number 3.
Sure. Hope there's enough rich to tax.
I hope so. Oh, I wasn't thinking through this. I'm at an FCS program somewhere.
No,
Matt.
no. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I've talked with people that have done 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, no, you probably are. You're varying it from year to year, but you're probably doing all 3.
Yeah, but we're still doing okay here. We got 2 more questions left here. We are right on the promotion bubble.
Oh
I think
boy,
you nailed these last 2. You've got a Missouri Valley Conference job with your name on it, I think.
I'm at an FCS program and I'm going to the Missouri Valley.
But if you're, imagine you're at like Wagner or something right now, right? You're in the
Oh,
NAC.
yeah, okay, all right, got you.
Or maybe Western Kentucky.
Yeah. I like Western Kentucky, Hilltoppers, Big Red. Let's go.
Sure.
Boy, 3 is not going to happen. Sorry, volleyball and softball.
Yeah.
SID would be nice because it could help with recruiting. Development assistant with fundraising. Everybody needs more money. Feeling good where our money's at. Athletic trainer. Boy, that's real. Everybody needs more athletic trainers. You know what? We're going to go with spend money, make money. It didn't work last time. We're going number 2, development assistant.
All right.
Oh, no. It made sense on paper. Yeah, we hired the wrong person.
Yeah.
Man,
no particular benefit there. And that's a risk you have anytime you hire somebody. You never know for certain.
Oh, here we go.
Here's the last one. How many paycheck games should you play? This is right up your alley.
Number 4. Period.
Number 4. All right.
Yeah, that's an easy answer.
Worked out perfectly. Made the NIT. Your coaches appreciate you supporting them. Oh, you just missed. You 75%.
What is that what you need? Is that the threshold?
It's just like with the old eligibility rules. It's a sliding scale. So if budget is this, you only need that. But you would be in a very good position here for next year. I don't want to take any more of your time. What did you think? Like, was this outlandishly unrealistic? I mean, obviously because you weren't just bounding in success the entire time. What did you think about some of these scenarios?
I'm mad, Matt.
Justifiable.
I'm angry. I really wanted to get the high score, and the fact that I failed miserably. I got fired the first time. I didn't get promoted the second time.
If you had another 10 minutes, you would have been a shoo-in.
I'm gonna have a bad rest of the day. No, the game is fun. I think it does. It does give a little bit of insight into what the life of an athletic director is like, because a lot of times you are faced with decisions none of which are great, and they're going to make somebody upset. A mentor of mine at one point had said, being an athletic director is like being at the bank, except you never get to make any deposits. People only take withdrawals. And that's probably pretty accurate, because at some point you have your approval rating, because you make angry a certain group with a decision that you make. Your approval rating is hard to sustain it and keep it there, because even if you have success in some of your major sports, especially depending on what level you're at. And really, it's at every level. You have to fight to try to retain your coach and to maintain that success. And when you do have success, the credit usually goes to the coach, not to the athletic director. So I think it's realistic in that regard, because a lot of times the decisions you're making, it's like a triage, and you're trying to make the least worst decision, probably.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say I'm glad to hear that exactly, because that is a depressing calculus, but that's also a lot of what leadership is, and this is
Right.
part of what we're trying to help fans and 20-year-old students pick up here. I think we've got a little bit of work to do to hopefully, as I become a better developer, add even more nuance and specificity to the game, so you have more more opportunities to kind of thread that needle a little bit. But thank you so much for playing with us. I had fun. I understand that you're
Oh,
going
it
to
was
be
great. No, I actually had, Matt, I had a lot of fun. It was fun. Actually, when you did get one that hit, and you got the right answer, and the algorithm and the roll of the dice went your way, it was pretty exhilarating. I'm thinking of really, if this whole thing doesn't work out, and I have the same faith that I had in this game, I might actually just go into game development, because I was pretty pumped about this.
And that's nothing of the dopamine hit that I just got hearing that. You guys can keep what the hit that you get from a good RT, or a good seeing the chart beat line go up when,
Sure.
when you make the game work.
Yeah.
And you only have one embarrassing bug.
Yeah. Well, it was fun. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for inviting me. I had a great time playing, and hopefully people start to play, because it is a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna get on that leaderboard.
No, well, I am excited to look for you there. Anybody else here who sees this and is interested in either testing out the game or incorporating it in your classroom, I can be reached at matt@extrapointsmb.com. We'll be sharing this across the newsletter. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll look forward to maybe sharing some more content about the simulator and folks playing it later on.